But anyway, we're gonna head to Sacred Forest Meadow so that we can get the next Ocarina song that we need. You technically could have gotten this if you would have just walked right out of the forest and came back a little bit later, even before you come to this, oh, hello, before you came to this part of the game. Okay. Yay! I picked the right answer this time. So we don't have to listen to your scrolling text over and over. Okay, oh shoot, I forgot. I meant to get, I'm gonna skip it. I was gonna show the, rewards you can get from having the, skull mask in the forest. But basically, there's something over there that involves, using the skull mask. You can get a Deku nut, or not, well yeah, you can actually get Deku nut upgrade, but the main thing you get with the skull mask is the Deku stick upgrade. But you need the skull mask in order to actually do this. And I just happened to catch my eye on these butterflies. I figured I'd go ahead and show this little glitch off here. If you have a butterfly follow you a certain distance, and well, and not walk super fast like I did. Let's try this again and not bump the control stick so that it flies Link 100 miles an hour. There we go. You can make a fairy appear. And not that I really needed it, but I just thought it was interesting to show off. But yeah, if you ever need a fairy and you're around a patch of butterflies, and you have Deku sticks, then you're in luck. You do have to, like, lure the butterfly a little bit away from its main group, if that makes any sense. There's basically a group of them that appear, like in a cluster. You just have to make it so that one will follow you and you lure it out of the group, and it'll eventually become a fairy. Oh yeah, Wolfos. I almost forgot about that. Oh shoot, I missed the chance. The tail's the weakness. Oh shoot, I should wait for the tail to appear. I missed my chance. Come on, Link. You can do it. Rinku. There we go. Oh, drop Deku Nuts. I'm gonna skip them. I'm gonna see how far I can actually get in the game without picking up a single Deku Nut item. Because you really don't need them. You have... oh. Mad Deku Scrubs. Gone rampant. These are weird Deku Scrubs because you don't have to, like, hit them from a distance. You can just walk up to them and slash them, and it'll work just as fine. You can actually do it with regular Deku Scrubs too, if you're quick enough. Now they do have to fire seeds out, otherwise they will go into the ground. If you just like walk right up to them before they attack. But if you go up to them after they've launched their attack, they'll still kind of like linger around a little bit, giving you a little window for you to hit them. Or you can even do that, that works just as fine. And guess what? I ruined my challenge by picking up Deku Nuts. Well, I can't say that I get this point, get this far into the game and not pick them up. It doesn't happen too often. I usually end up picking them up in the Deku tree. Sometimes it's taken me to an adult till I've picked them up though before. But like I said, you don't really need them. That's why I just kind of like skip them. They're like a completely optional item. But anyway, we've met Saria, or Saria, however you like to say her name. It's getting close to an hour, and I'm seeing that the frame rate, it's still dropping some frames. I don't know how terrible it's dropped them. From what I looked at before in past recordings, it's never been a huge issue. But I don't want to take my chances, so I think pretty soon. Not sure when, at some point here, I'll be stopping the recording. I almost messed that up. I almost pushed the A button. Don't want that to happen. And she is super happy. Mainly because we came back to the forest to see her, but the fact that we've learned her song, even better. Its side use is going to be completely useless. If that makes any sense, it's side use. I don't know how to really describe it, but basically... Oh, shut up. Basically, it's a little additional feature, I guess you could say, with talking to Saria or Navi, which is even worse yet. Yeah, if you play Saria's song and you say you don't want to talk to Saria, Navi will be like, really? Then do you want to talk to me? It's like, no. Okay, that is a fairy fountain grotto. I'm gonna skip it. I can tough it out. Okay, I'm not quite done here in the Lost Woods yet, though. And you again. Boy, is spying on people the only thing you do with your life? Really? Like, seriously, stop stalking me. And I'm not gonna fall for your tricks again. Okay, the quickest way is to just walk into a fake exit and then walk right back into the Lost Woods. I need to get to the Skull Kid, that's why I'm doing this. I thought about getting the masks. That's why I mentioned about the Happy Mask Salesman, like, side quest. Okay, just play Saria's song and you can get a heart piece from the Skull Kid. But yeah, you need the Skull Mask to get the Deku stick upgrade from that hidden grotto I said about where the butterflies are at. I guess I'm just gonna have to show it later, though, because I forgot to do that beforehand. It happens. And I don't have any magic beans, but this is an important patch of soil that you definitely want to plant the magic beans at. I would highly suggest planting them there, because it will help out for the other trade quests in the game. And I barely have 40 rupees. I've been getting lucky with that, with barely having enough rupees to get all these accomplishments. But basically, your first Deku stick upgrade is right here by talking to that business scrub. You can do the stick upgrades in any order. There's no particular way you have to do it. Now the Deku Nut upgrade, which is kind of pointless, but I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about it anyway. There's two parts here in the forest, much like with the Deku sticks, where you can get upgrades for the Deku Nuts. You can upgrade from the carrying capacity of 20 to 30, and then again from 30 to 40. And we're about to get our final upgrade for the slingshot right here, if I can aim correctly. There we go. 300s in a row, and you get a very impressed Deku Scrub. But one of them requires bombs, that's why I'm not able to get it right now, and the other actually requires the Mask of Truth, which means you have to wait till you're done with all the before you're done with all the kid dungeons before you can even get the Mask of Truth. Because the very last part of that side quest involves talking to the Running Man, but he doesn't appear until after Zora's domain has been taken care of. And we're gonna get another heart piece here. We are gonna have to play through a couple songs. Oh, we're playing the Song of Storms, that's easy enough to remember. Well, the beginning of it anyway. They'll change the melody, I'm sure. Yeah, they already changed it. This is like a Ocarina minigame, where you basically do Simon Says. Nothing too bad. I do have to kind of look at my controller to catch on, so I don't screw up here. You have to do it 3 times, though. The first time they just give you a green rupee, I believe. Yeah. But you want to do it 2 more times. The second time they give you a blue rupee, I believe. And then the time after that is when you get the heart piece. And wow, we're actually playing the same song, it looks like. Song of Storms is really popular on this particular game file of mine for some reason. We haven't even learned it yet. Because technically we don't get it until we're an adult. Okay, that's a way to trip you up. Skip a note. Ah, but it didn't foul me up. Okay, let's see how this song ends. Oh, so they just kind of reversed the last two notes. That's interesting, actually. There we go. I always look at the controller instead of, like, looking at the screen as I play the notes to replay what I've just seen from the, Skull Kids here. Okay, here's a different song. Now it's the Song of Soaring from Majora's Mask. We're getting so many song references. It's actually completely random from what I'm aware of as far as the notes they play. Okay, yeah, now it's definitely not Song of Soaring anymore. Speaking of Majora's Mask, if I did not mention it already, I do have the Japanese version of that game as well. I still have yet to figure out what version of it I have, though. I did see, like, a video series collection on YouTube that, like, goes over the Japanese version's differences, because apparently they were able to get the, all the versions of the Japanese edition, because there's actually two versions of Majora's Mask in Japan, oddly enough. I have no idea why that is, but they got two versions. To my knowledge, I don't know exactly everything with why Japan got two versions, but let me just make sure I get this song correct and then I'll finish the story. There we go. Okay, and we get the heart piece by doing this. But I was saying, yeah, Japan got a version 1.0 and a version 1.1 of Majora's Mask. I don't know exactly the story behind that, really. From what I do know, it has to do with aesthetic differences. I don't know if glitches are changed at all, but there's, like, certain cutscenes that have, like, a different angle, or they have, like, recoloration. I do believe certain mechanics got changed, because I do know in the Japanese version of Majora's Mask, Zora Link has very different controls. Because, like, there's certain punches and stuff. Like, if you do the 3-punch combo with the Zora Link on that game, the animation for it does not resemble the American version at all. I think it's just repeated jabs in the Japanese version, where, like, in the American version, he does, like, a kick at the end, which is not in the Japanese versions. I don't think it's in either of the Japanese versions. Could be mistaken by that, but to my knowledge, it's what I'm aware of. And also, Zora Link cannot do the, electric, like, magic barrier thingy move that he does. I know that's a very weird way of describing that. But, basically, it's the move where you use magic to make, like, this electric shield appear around you, so that you can damage enemies. In the Japanese version, you can't do it on land, from what I'm aware of. It only works as you're moving in the water. You can't do it as you're hovering in the water either. You have to actually be swimming, and that's the only time I believe that you can actually do that barrier move. Again, it's not a required move to my knowledge. It may be for, like, possibly one puzzle, and I'm just not thinking about it. But it is weird how that works in the Japanese version, how, like, certain moves that you do with the different mask transformations is actually different. It's just kind of curious to me, like, how that works out. But I am going to have to see if I can figure out what version of Japanese Majora's Mask I do own. Because I don't know if the limited edition bundle is version 1.0 or 1.1. That is a mystery I've yet to solve. I have it in the unboxing video, but the version I have is the limited edition. That's all I know about it, is that it's the limited edition, because it has the bundle with the expansion pack in it, and it has, like, the additional box that comes within the box. If that makes any sense. Like, it has the regular game box, and then it's inside a much larger box that contains the expansion pack that you put in the N64. And I should go ahead and try to get another heart piece right here, hopefully. This is somewhat luck-based, unfortunately. I didn't even get it in the pot that time. What I might do here is actually... let me go ahead and give it like a couple honest attempts that I'll show on screen. If I could even get it in the stinking pot. I am terrible at aiming, apparently. I kind of hate how this works out. I think I may have gotten it, though. That'd be amazing if I got it in one try. But if I don't get it, I'll just go ahead and cut out to the part where I do actually get it. But I got it, so I don't have to cut. Yay! That saves on editing for me. Big time. And we got our second full heart container. So we have 6 hearts now. It's kind of incredible that we are going into the dungeon with 6 hearts. I keep getting Deku sticks there. They're just free. I figured might as well get them. Even though I'm full in inventory. I do want to save the game now, because I have not saved in a while. I get paranoid about that. Oh yeah, that's another thing that's different on the Japanese version of Majora's Mask. You can't save at the owl statues on that game. So, in terms of saving mechanics, it's actually inferior to the American version, in the fact that the only way you can save the game is by playing the Song of Time and resetting the whole cycle. It does irk me that even the American version, you can't like just pause and save like on Ocarina of Time. But there's really not much that you can do about that. We are going to blow up the entrance to Dongo's cavern now, as well as get the next heart piece that I mentioned about probably like 15-20 minutes ago. Because I'm right here, I might as well get it. But yeah, there's a heart piece right down over there. Normally you have to plant a magic seed to get it, but guess what? Let me throw this bomb out of the way so I can get a better angle. Yoinks! And away! We barely got on the ledge. So just rolling up, get your heart piece, and give yourself a pat on the back for glitching the game even more. I love glitches. Speaking of which, we are at the second dungeon of the game. Before I end this recording, I am going to stop it here, I believe. Let's go ahead and just blow up the entrance to the dungeon itself. If I can even get the bomb at that wall. Okay, I'll just shield drop it, that way I know it's... there we go. Yay, lag. Major lag. I don't know why it's doing it right now. It's my game console, it's not the recording. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to stop it here. I've already dropped, it looks like 70 frames. Yikes. Of course, this has been going on for an hour, so it's time to stop. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun with this, actually. I had a really good time with this recording session. I hope you guys think the same as well, especially with the beginning with Zelda's dialogue. Man, that is the greatest, though. I have to comment on that. That was really funny. Anyway, guys, this is ToadinWonderland. I will see you guys next time with Dongo's cavern. Allegedly, because I will be skipping about half of the dungeon with another glitch. I will see you guys later, though, with more of Japanese Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. See you guys later.